Alright, this week we're going to be doing a super easy recipe. We call it a breakfast puff. We're using sausage, egg, and cheese here, but you can substitute it for all kinds of different proteins. But let's get started. We're going to start off with a half a pound of sausage. Go ahead and brown that up until it's into bite-sized pieces. And like I said, you can use whatever you want here. We're going to do a sausage, egg, and cheese version. So we're going to take 2 eggs, add a splash of milk, whisk that up until it's ready to go. Now you could definitely remove the sausage and then add your eggs. We like to make things easy and keep it all in one pot, use less dishes. Hannah sometimes doesn't think that that's the case, but I do keep that in mind. So add those eggs straight into that sausage and cook until the eggs are done. You can use a lot of different meats for this. We do bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. One of my favorite combinations is bacon and chorizo, but make this your own. Use vegetables if you'd like. We're going to set it off onto another plate and get everything else ready to go. Now we're going to use the back side of a cookie sheet here. We're going to grease that up and pour our crescent roll dough straight onto that. We're going to make 2 different sizes here. If you're cooking for a lot of people, you can use 2 whole crescent roll sheets. And it's easier to use the back side of the cooking sheet if you do that. That way that there's no lip you have to try to fight to get it off. We're going to take this here, we're going to take a rectangle and we're going to put cheese at the bottom of this. We're using white American cheese. Cheddar cheese goes really well with this as well. Use whatever you'd like. We're just going to scoop our filling straight onto that. After a few scoops, we're going to take the top part of that, make it a little bit wider than the bottom part so it can overlap. We're just going to carefully lay that right on top. I like to get a fork and crimp the edges. That way that none of the cheese or any of the filling comes out while it's cooking. And it also makes it look pretty. It's pretty easy to do. Just crimp the edges there together with the back side of the fork. We're going to go on to the next shape. We're going to use these little triangles here. These are more convenient for one person. You know, if Hannah's going to work that day, I'll make these and she can just carry them with her to go out the door. It's good and easy to eat. The rectangle does keep the filling in there better. You can add more of it without it falling out, but these are still really good. Again, we like to put the cheese on the bottom so that if there's any grease from the protein, it doesn't make the crescent roll dough soggy or anything like that. But same principle here. We're just going to try to make sure it's the same shape. Try to make the top shape a little bit wider again than the bottom shape so that it can overlap it and that none of that filling is going to pop out while it's cooking. Just lay that over there, get a fork, crimp the edges, make sure that everything's covered with the crescent roll dough. I forgot to mention ahead of the time, but we've got our oven preheated to 375. We're going to cook this until the crescent roll is done. Just follow the directions on the pack. Again, if you want to do this for a lot of people, you can get these crescent roll dough sheets that aren't pre-cut, and you can just take 2 whole things. You can see how much sausage and egg we have left over from just a half a pound. And we're going to bake these exactly as the package says. We baked it at 375 degrees for about 10 or 12 minutes, and these things are golden brown. This crescent roll dough is delicious. It's easy to eat, it's easy to make, it's perfect for something on the go. You can scale it up to make it good for the entire family. But here's what we want to see from you. We're going to be giving away 1 more Grange hat, and we just want you to comment below what combination you would put in this to make it your own. It could be literally anything, but just comment it and it's going to enter you for a chance to win a hat. It's that simple. That's all for this recipe. It's really simple, it's really easy, and it's really good. I really suggest you do it, and I really suggest you like and follow us on YouTube to help us grow this channel. Thanks for watching.